And welcome everybody to a World of Tanks battle here on El Haloof. This is Lucco bringing you the action in the T92 Tier 8 American Artillery, as well as Mythos in the platoon with his Object 261, which is the Russian. Now, this battle in particular, guys, this is the one you guys were asking for. This is the MVP parade, military parade weekend MVP game. This is the very game a lot of you were actually there when it happened on the live stream. So this is the HD version, and I'm going to try to call it out for you guys as best I can instead of using the commentary from the stream. Anyway, we're moving into position here. Again, in the T92, we've made the map a little bit bigger for you guys so you can watch the battle as it unfolds. We're going to be covering the north end, which is the A line, due to the fact that we are on El Haloof and we're on the northeast side. So this is basically, this is a decent area. This is a decent spot. You have to do a lot of dancing, but it's a pretty decent spot. Now, here we go. We've got one guy moving up to the north. We've got several tanks targeted, or spotted, sorry, down at the southwest side. T57 already took some damage. The E1 actually got our Type 62, so we were unable to keep that spotter alive to assist us there. Now, I was still loading and aiming in, otherwise I would have taken some shots on those guys. And so it's, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out, the timing-wise. Now, I've got something interesting going on here. There's a heavy who is circling up behind me. I'm not sure what he's doing. He might be trying to run some sort of protection scandal. I don't know what the heck he's doing. But it looks like he's going right behind me and going to be moving to the north end. Now we've got targets up on the north end as we're still waiting for these guys to show up here on the south. We're going to be switching to the north as because our spotter isn't able to see anything as he was moving up. So he's moved up into a position where he can see things and nothing was showing up. So here we go. We had targets here just a moment ago. There they are again. A Type 54. He is on the battlefield up near the north end, trying to take on our E100, our M103, and it looks like an E75. He got some damage in on the E75 at least. At least I believe that was him. Looking at the IS-7, IS-7 sitting in the open, sitting still, taking the shot, and getting about 800 some damage on him. Now causing him to back up. Now they did move a M46 Patton up into the middle of our field. He is currently around D6 area. This is a common location for scouts to try and run to these days since they've redone the maps a little bit. You can hide a little bit better, you have a little bit more cover, and you can actually maneuver around and spot the ridge for your team. So that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's moving up, but the IS-7's still there, still reloading, guys, almost loaded. Mythos just took a shot and splash damaged them, possibly tracking that IS-7 first because he no longer has a kit. He's not repairing. Getting a nice hit on him. I did most of the damage and somebody came in and hit the last 100 hit points on there, as well as splashing the E100. So we did rather well there. E100 pulling back, minimal damage on him, you know, less than 200 hit points. And there's a T54 complaining because I don't know if you guys saw, but over here, this is where the T54 died. And he basically got flanked by our guys on the ridge. We'll go back to my view. As we see the 704, we look at tank destroyers, and we want to take them out of the battle first because we cannot hit the E100. So it's a very, very strong possibility we might be able to hit him. The line is switching from green to red, giving me a very difficult shot. This has to skim the mountainside if I do take the shot. I take the shot hoping to at least splash them, and it looks like it may have hit way too far back, so we're not even positive we hit the 704. We've got a medium and a light taking on a heavy tank down at the bottom here. Taking a look real quick to see if we can get some shots. It is an M103. Figuring out we are not able to hit him. We wouldn't even be able to splash him because it's too far away, even with a premium round. I do carry 2 premium rounds on this tank, and I will be using them in this battle. Although one of them probably, I think one of them actually goes nowhere. E100 on the enemy team taking out our E75. Also, the M103 is down with the assistance of their 704. Now, we've got a tracked guy. I'm waiting for this E100 to come up. I actually loaded the premium ammo because this E100 is tearing us up. I wanted to get him out of battle as quickly as possible. The shot, I don't even know where the shot went. Honestly, I don't know where it went. It didn't end up in the target location. Mythos hitting the E100 and tracking him. Our E100 up there is at 1% health. He's not doing very well. And their guy is now cursing us because, well, we tracked him and got him stuck there. AMX-50B actually moving up into the battle to assist the E100. E100 is going to try and move around now. I'm still reloading, so it's taking some time. And their M46 Patton is saying that they have the game already, that they are going to win the game. So he's already calling it, saying that we're going to lose, our side is going to lose. And here we go. Waiting for this guy to show up on top. We do have somebody who can spot the ridge. The E100 is spotted. That is a premium shell that hit him. It actually was able to catch him on fire, and he burned to death almost. He would have burned to death if it hadn't have been for the heavy over there taking the final shot and stealing the kill. And not really stealing the kill, he was helping, but he could have let it burn since he saw that he was on fire. It's really stupid. Anyway, E100's down. All that's left is a T57 heavy and an AMX-50B that is up there, and they're both hurting pretty good. So it should just take one shot from artillery to destroy both of them and take control of this game. Now, we are outnumbered artillery-wise, guys. We are outnumbered because, well, they have 3, we have 2. This doesn't really matter. I think we actually got one more scout than they did, so that was their justification for whatever. We've actually lost our biggest tank destroyer on our side, and they've still got a T95 and a 704 out there. They've still got both their tank destroyers left in the battle. Looking north still, because we know that there's at least 2 tanks up here. Then looks like somebody tried to cross the field, and they were able to. Our guys were able to take them out, which is awesome because I couldn't help out. That's one thing about artillery on El Haluf. It is very difficult to, boom, there goes the kill. Got minimal damage on that one because somebody else hit him beforehand, but we were able to take that gun out of the game. Now, guys, this is a 40-second reload. There will be a timer on screen. You should already be seeing it. But it takes some time to reload this thing. There's an artillery up. Looking at that artillery now, it looks like he just fired. Somebody hit him, and the other, looks like the light maybe finished him off. Nope. Looks like our autoloader, the T54E1, took him out. There's the GW Tiger. This will be 2 of 3 artillery down. Moving away again because I know that they had him, looking at the T95 because he came into visual line of sight. And so I'm still reloading, zooming in, hoping that I can get a shot on this T95. I have a perfect shot on the backside of him, so this should be very, very nice. 2.3 second travel, firing in a blind shot. One shot in the T95. Mythos' shot was far back, no splash damage, 1,700 damage done to that guy, and you'll see it all in the stats page as well. And so it worked very well for us there. Again, looking back north, because we have at least 2 tanks. Nope, looks like we may only have 1, yeah, maybe 2 tanks up there. So we're trying to help out the team, trying to finish off this game, because it has become more difficult. The 704 has actually flanked our 2 guys at the north end at A4, and looks like he ended up taking out one of them. T57 took out both those guys, while the 704 assisted from behind. So that was very, very uncalled for. No, no, it was just... That's the game. You got to flank the player. You got to flank the team. You got to do a lot of stuff. You have to have strategy. Basically, they divided and conquered. 704 taking vision off of the T57. Even though I was able to take out the T57 right there, and there's their last artillery of the match. And we already know where the 704 is. Mythos is zooming in. He said he had a shot on this guy, so we're gonna go spot him for him. Assuming that our AMX-50 155 does not spot him first. I'm going to actually try and come around. I'm still loading. There he is. They've spotted him. And I'm going to try and ram him at this point. Mythos hits him for 702. Awesome hit. And there goes the 704 before I can get the ram. But guys, that has been the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you in the stats page. And that has been the battle, everybody. That has been a Military Parade Weekend MVP game for you guys. That was the game that got me first place for the T92 for that MVP event. It was a lot of fun. 2019 experience. 2019 experience overall, but they base it off of the non-premium experience base, so it was actually 8,322 damage with 1,346 experience to get that first place spot. That was awesome. I enjoyed the game. Hit 6 enemies and destroyed 3 with those shells, and also Master Badge Ace Tanker, if I didn't mention that already. But guys, that has been your MVP weekend game. You guys were asking for it. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I know I did. It was a lot of fun. The enemy team was sure not happy, of course, but what can you do? You can only have one winner most of the time, unless it's a draw. So, guys, that's been Lucco for Lucco's World. Like, subscribe, comment, all the stuff you guys know you love to do. And thank you guys for supporting the channel, and we will definitely see you guys next time. Everybody's always scared of artillery. He just got hit. That T-57 there just got hit. I do things a little differently because they're hiding here. They're forcing the enemy to stay behind the corner and pop up and take a shot and try and do stuff there. I'm actually going to engage the enemy right here. Boom. Hitting the T-34, not expecting to see an enemy there. Now this is obviously a dangerous position. I'm trying to back up as quick as possible to the mountainside because artillery has...